NXT champion Bron Breakker, brother, was on Raw this week. Great to see him. Teaming with Tommaso Ciampa against the Dirty Dogs to hype up the NXT Championship Triple Threat match for Tuesday. We'll get to the NXT title match in a moment and our thoughts on NXT. Fun match here, not quite the level of the tag team match from the week before. Bigger takeaway though, Bron Breakker's on Raw. And it was, I would have loved to have seen him just come out, make a surprise appearance. But how much of the crowd actually would have reacted, I don't know, because they probably don't watch NXT, a majority of them. But, at least they gave him some promo time. He got the vignette treatment. The guy comes across like a star. This guy, and now I'm reading reports like this morning that he could be fast-tracked to the main roster very, very soon. And that makes me excited. I'm not excited, but because the main roster is very hit or miss. But this guy, I said on Monday, belongs on the main roster. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they always planned on having Breakker win on Tuesday, but because he appeared on Raw and Vince had to go excuse himself to the men's room for a little while, I wouldn't be surprised if he changed his mind and was like, I want Breakker on Raw right now. That wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah, Breakker's he just has everything, and he's the diamond in the rough. They found one. He's got everything that you could want in a wrestler. He has the size, he has the look, he has the mic skills, he can wrestle. There isn't really he doesn't really have too many flaws in his game besides just not being around for long. So him on Raw is great. Like I said, we'll talk about NXT soon, but I think a call-up is very imminent for him.
This guy just screams stars. So are we thinking the night after WrestleMania on Raw? Did they do him and Ziggler at WrestleMania weekend at Stand and Deliver, have him lose or something, and then call him up on Raw?
Anything's possible. It seems like Rollins doesn't have a dance partner right now. I wouldn't honestly hate him versus Rollins. I think you can make a story there. I think it would be a great match, and I'd be down for that if Rollins has no plans. Seemingly Cody's kind of not doing anything. Rollins has no plans. Give me Rollins versus Breakker.
Where are we in the Cody thing? Do you think he goes? Do you think he goes back to AEW? Or what do you think the update is there?
I honestly have no idea. I think he's going to go to WWE, but
I like the fact that we don't know, to be honest with you, though.
I agree. I really don't know.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's a little more unpredictable. Typical Cody, though. We don't know what he's going to be doing, and he likes to work people and shit, so I like that to an extent. And the dirt sheets don't know everything. I like that as well. So we'll see what happens with him and Breakker and Rollins. I do like Breakker and Rollins if you can make it make sense.
Yeah, you can make sense. You can be like Cena, fucking Kurt Angle, be like, I want to challenge anyone. Breakker comes out, then Rollins, big dogs, when I was a veteran, he was in this position. He's seen plenty of young guys win the championship, come up to Raw and SmackDown, they flamed out. He's no different. Boom, there you go.
Kid just booked WrestleMania right there.
I think it's perfect. Like, he can come out, like, you're a young pop. Yeah, I know you were the NXT champion. Like I said, I've seen many of you come up to the main roster. You're all flamed out. You're going to be no different. Breakker socks him. Give us the WrestleMania.
I'm not even kidding. I think he could be a viable person to beat Roman Reigns for that title at some point. I really do.
A fucking star.
If it's not Bron Breakker, and we joked about that for a long time, but if it's not Breakker, then Drew maybe? It's definitely not going to be Brock, I don't think so. If it's either Drew or Braun, because I don't know who else is going to be the one to do it.
I think it's going to be, I think the only three viable options are Braun, Brock, or Drew. And I don't think Brock's going to win. I think someone like Brock could win, so I think those are the three viable people I have outlined.
Yeah, I don't think Roman Reigns is going to hold the championship long enough for that match with The Rock at WrestleMania to be a title match, if they even do it, right? They could always have him lose it and then win it back, and it's for the championship, which it probably would have to be if it's the main event. But I don't think I wouldn't put Rock in that conversation. I don't think Rock would beat Roman anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the thing is, it's like one of those matches. I feel like it doesn't need to be for the belt. It could be like Hogan versus The Rock. I feel like it seemingly would have to be the main event, but it's a sexy match regardless.
Yeah, it's a marquee match for WrestleMania Goes Hollywood, hopefully next year.